This is Casey Ehlert with Bass Brawl Outdoors, and we're gonna fish offshore structure and see what happens. Okay, so we got that 3/4 ounce AT jig, and I'm using that because I'm out in 10 to 15 feet of water, which isn't extremely deep, but I want bottom contact. I want that thing to fall fast and crash into the bottom and let me stay there when I drag it along the bottom. Got beds and rocks in front of us, and those are bluegill beds. If there's fish out here, that's going to be the main reason why. That's rock solid. Oh, it's a big bass. And it's a stud. Like straight up tank. AT jig right through the side of the mouth. It is locked, not coming out. Hopefully this is a sign of things to come. Let's get that big jig out there and see if we can keep doing this. Okay, so we're gonna make a minor adjustment here. You know, I wanted to throw that heavy jig, but there's a lot of moss on the bottom. I'm gonna switch down to a 3/8 so it doesn't get into that moss quite so bad. Okay, we're pulling up to the next spot here. This one has rocks and is attached to shoreline on underwater point, and it should have some good weeds coming out, and that might be the key here. That jig should be falling right past that big rock. I'm just gonna drag it right up to it. Oh. That felt good. That fish just rocked that jig. There she comes. So we switched to a little bit lighter jig, that 3/8, so we can keep out of that moss that's forming all over on the bottom. And so far it seems like that made a little bit of a difference. There's a look at that jig, plastic chunk. Let's put this one back and go get another one. Oh, so at the end of the cast. Get us stopped here. I just moved ahead a few feet to get a fresh cast in. And that's a good one right there. Holy smokes. This is what we're after. Offshore fishing is awesome, especially when you get on that first bite of the season after they move out here. Oh, look at that fish. A top of the mouth. Nice, nice fish. We moved ahead just a little bit here. I was getting some fresh casts up. We're getting closer to the main weeds. I think that's going to be key. And if I don't get bit, I just kind of move over a little bit on that next cast so it's covering fresh water. Oh, and that's the reward. 5 feet to the left, hits the bottom, bam. Oh, it's a nice one there. Acrobat. Oh. We are on a nice school of deep fish, which is awesome. Been waiting all spring for this to happen, and now we're into that early summer and it's go time. Okay, that cast there, I didn't feel any weeds at all, so I'm going back to the right a little bit. I just kept hopping that thing. That fish just pounced on it, not too far in front of the boat. Another really nice fish. they're like this. Popping them on that jig feels so awesome. They are getting thumped through the top of the mouth. I don't know if it's fun watching this, but it's sure fun catching these fish. Right in that weed clump in front of the boat. So we keep moving up and catching more fish. And you can see they're total post-spawn fish. They've all been real thin here. And they're out here, they're getting ready to school up and feed heavy. And there's a bunch of gills out here, and that's what they're gonna be going after. Today just so happens our AT Jig's going through there and doing some work.